to Princess Mia.
Shut up!
Grandma said shut up? Shut up.
This is so cool!
It's official. Anne Hathaway is stepping back into her iconic role as Mia Thermopolis in The Princess Diaries 3. After nearly 2 decades since the release of The Princess Diaries 2, finally have something truly magical to look forward to this year. So, without further ado, let's talk about what to expect from Princess Diaries 3 and when will it be out. But first, do you remember the first time you watched Princess Diaries? Drop your memory of it in the comments below. I remember I first watched it at a sleepover with my friends, and it was an amazing night for all of us. I think we all wanted to be Anne Hathaway when we grew up. Oh, what a time that was. Anyway, let's focus on today and the highly expected Princess Diaries 3, shall we? Our beloved Anne recently shared the news on Instagram with a video montage featuring clips from the first 2 films and her unforgettable line, "Shut up."
Shut up!
When she captioned it with, "Miracles do happen," I couldn't help but feel the same excitement I had when I first watched Mia transform into the Princess of Genovia. Knowing Anne is back means this story will pick up where it left off, continuing Mia's journey rather than starting over. I know many of you guys were hoping to get a brand new princess with a similar storyline to Mia's in the first movie, and I get why that would be the perfect nostalgia watch. That being said, personally, I'm much more interested in Mia's journey moving toward, rather than watching a similar plot over and over again. But that's just me. I don't know about you guys, but to me, Anne's love for this franchise has always been obvious. In a recent interview, she said, "I would more than entertain it. I'm pulling for it. If there's any way to get Julie Andrews involved, we'll make it work." Guys, I can't tell you how much I admire her dedication. It feels like she gets how much this story means to me and so many others. After all, this is the franchise that made her a household name in the first place. Now, let's talk about Julie Andrews. I mean, this is controversial perhaps, but in my mind, alongside Anne, she is the other essential part of this franchise. I mean, she is the Queen Clarice Rinaldi, and it's hard to imagine this next chapter without her. But unfortunately, Julie has recently mentioned she's unsure if she could fit into the story after all these years. "It's been so many years. I'm not sure where it would float," she said in an interview. Well, honestly, I can't blame her. My only concern is that the franchise won't feel the same without her, and that's worrying. That being said, I trust that Anne might take over Julie's role a bit and perhaps can guide her children just like Julie guided her in the first 2 movies. There are also rumors that the 3rd movie will start with a sad scene, the scene of Queen Clarissa's funeral, to say goodbye to the character forever. But we will see. And then there's Chris Pine, who stole hearts back then as Nicholas Devereaux. I mean, let's be honest, he was the first crush of most of us. I even had a poster of him on my walls. Ah, those were the days. Anyway, when asked if he'd return, unfortunately, Chris did not show the enthusiasm Anne did. In fact, he chose to joke his way out by saying, "I don't know anything. Call Disney, call Bob Iger." I mean, don't get me wrong. He made me laugh as always. But he also made me a bit nervous when it comes to his unseriousness about this project. I mean, if Mia is not with him in the new movies, I would seriously go mad. Because they were the dream couple. It would be a shame to let Chris's character go so easily. The team bringing this film to life is seriously impressive, though. So, regardless of the cast, we can expect a good movie nonetheless. Adele Lim, known for Crazy Rich Asians and Joyride, is directing, and I can't wait to see how her mix of heartfelt storytelling and humor will translate to Genovia. To be honest, I'm not a huge Crazy Rich Asians fan, but I get why the movie is widely beloved and hope that The Princess Diaries 3 would be even better. Deborah Martin Chase, who worked on the first 2 films, is also back as a producer, so I know that nostalgic magic will carry through. By the way, the one and only Flora Greason is writing the screenplay, which makes me feel like the story is in good hands. This is the part where my imagination goes wild, though. While the plot is still under wraps, I'm thinking about all the ways Mia's life might have changed since she became Queen of Genovia. On the one hand, I know that Nicholas has been by her side, but on the other hand, I hope that Michael Moskowitz would make a surprise return, just like in the books. Perhaps we can get a love triangle after all these years. Wouldn't that be fun? Who do you think deserves to win Mia's heart? Let me know in the comments. I'm also curious if we'll meet new characters. For instance, could Mia's younger half-brother Trevor step into the spotlight? That would be amazing in my opinion. I also know that she will have her own family at hand with babies, and perhaps some puppies, which will be lovely to watch. But more than anything, We will absolutely focus on Mia as the leader of Genovia and witness her growth as the queen. So, unlike the first two movies, expect a bunch of political intrigue as well. She will have to make a bunch of tough decisions, I presume, and I'm absolutely here for it. For me, the magic of the Princess Diaries has always been in its mix of fairy tale charm and real-life struggles. So, it would be nice to see Mia struggling with the very real political issues as well. Here's the part that really tests my patience, though. The movie is still in its early stages, which means there's no production or release date yet. So, I know it's going to be a long wait, but with Anne's enthusiasm and such a talented team involved, I'm confident it'll be worth it. In the meantime, I'll be rewatching the first two movies and dreaming about what's to come. Will you be rewatching the first two movies as well? Let me know in the comments. For more updates on the Princess Diaries franchise, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.